Okay, good day of work out there today. I thought we had a good practice. So there was good energy. Threw a lot at them, a lot of heavy install day on Tuesday, and I thought they handled it pretty well. Now we'll come back and we'll do it in pads tomorrow. Questions?
Any updates on your quarterback situation?
Well, Gary was out there today throwing the ball around a little bit. We'll make the decision later in the week, but he didn't take any reps with team. Chris and Mike took all the reps, so we'll go from there. We'll evaluate him again in the morning and see how much better he gets.
Is it more promising news from the medical staff regarding Gary?
I think it was good he was out here today. I think anytime the player could come out and move around a little bit, that's always positive. But the ultimate goal is Saturday, so it's not enough time just yet.
What'd you see from Chris running the ones?
I thought he was good. I thought he was really good. I thought he made good decisions. I liked how he got in and out of the huddle. And today will be the hardest day to do that because he got a lot of game plan specific stuff this morning.
Kyle, does Chris take all of Gary's old reps, like all the starters' old reps, and Mike take all the number 2 reps? Or does Chris take more reps than Gary would normally because he doesn't have as much experience? If that makes sense.
No, I know what you're asking. The starter gets about 70% of the reps the way we do it. So essentially what you said first was correct. Chris will bump up and take the reps with the ones, about 70%, and then Mike will get whatever's left.
So he doesn't get more reps than Gary would just because he's inexperienced?
No, because he was getting the 2 reps before that, and I don't think you can completely disregard the backup quarterback, although practice is for the starting quarterback. I think in football everybody understands that. You have to do everything you do in practice for that guy because he has the biggest burden on his shoulders.
Besides Carew, does your pass catching core need to be more productive?
I think they need to catch the ball when it's thrown to them. Ultimately, it's the quarterback's job to make the decision of who he's going to on each play, and when they got the opportunities, they need to make sure they're catching.
How important is it for you to get a guy like Lamonte ready just in case this week, knowing that he's pretty much just been a special teams guy since the season started?
It's important every week. I think we're very fortunate to have somebody like Mike who is fully invested every week of the year and did a great job through the spring and the summer. And I think he built up a lot of knowledge over the course of those experiences. And now I liked what I saw when he was in here today. And I'll say it again. I think it's a luxury for us to have a senior quarterback in that role, because I think he's got a better chance of being successful if he goes in there.
Kyle, shifting gears to off-field stuff, I was just curious what your thoughts were on the bonfire last night and just what homecoming in general has meant to this program in your time here.
It's the 3rd year they've done it. I think every year the turnout has gotten better. It's been excellent every year, but I think this year's was even bigger than the first 2. I just think it's another great part of the college experience here at Rutgers, and I saw a lot of the players who didn't have obligations academically got a chance to go over there, and the captains had a chance to talk to the crowd, and I know a lot of the students in the Greek life here at Rutgers were there supporting that event. So I think it's a fun event for the entire campus, and one of a lot of events like that'll lead up to homecoming.
Gary Anderson said yesterday that he visited Rutgers at some point. I don't know, was that before your time?
I believe it was when he was at Utah, and it was following the 2006 season. I believe that's when it was, but I may have had minimal contact with him, but I would not have remembered that it was him specifically. But I do remember the Utah defensive staff visiting here at one point.
Kyle, defensively, where's the mindset of the defense after those seasons?
No, I think it's excellent. I think they're looking forward to the challenge this week. I can only judge it based on what I see on the practice field, and what I saw was a lot of attention to detail and a lot of high energy, and it's really been that way the whole year. It's one of the things I love about this football team. This football team loves to prepare, they love to be together, and they love to play, and regardless of the result, win or lose, they've come back the next day ready to go, and it's one of the strengths of this football team.
Is that a collective maturity, or is it leadership, or how does that?
I think it's both of those, and I think it's an investment from the offseason in each other, that they really care about each other, that they go out there and they practice the way they do every day.
Going back to Chris, where have you seen the most improvements from spring in his play?
Operating in and out of the huddle. That's the hardest thing, I think, for a young quarterback, is the amount of verbiage that's in a pro-style offense, and to have to get that, whether at times we use a wristband, at times we use signals, and then to be able to communicate that to everybody in the huddle, then to break the huddle and get your eyes on what you need to look at pre-snap and then post-snap, and it's a lot different than what they do before they get here. So to me, that's the biggest improvement. He's been a very talented thrower since he got here. Now he's doing a great job as an operator.
Got time for 2 more.
When you're looking at putting together the game plan, and it's still a number of days out, and Saturday could be miserable, but if the weather is wrong, who knows? But does that factor into a decision at all, on how you're going to game plan if it's just absolutely miserable?
You have to game plan for the team you're playing, and then you have to be ready to adjust to the elements. I think that's how you have to do it, because there's no guarantees. I know what the report is right now, and you know, I enjoy the sun, I enjoy the rain, I enjoy all the elements. So to me, it doesn't matter what it is on Saturday. But I think you do have to be prepared within the game. I still think the thing that affects it more than anything is wind. I don't know that rain affects it quite as much, but a heavy wind can certainly alter the way you'll manage the game and the way you'll call the game.
Kyle, how's Janarian's demeanor in practice? Like just with fumble a couple weeks ago, suspension last week, kind of tough going lately. Just how's he looking in practice?
I think he's looked good. Yeah, I think he's looked good. I think we've moved beyond that. The issues have been dealt with, and it's a new week, and we've turned the page on that. So, I think he's looked good in practice. So far, Sunday, Tuesday.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.